Hi all, this is Shruti. I'm here to talk about an idea I have, like summer with Debian. Um, it's something. It's a like 2 or 3 month long internship program, which I had been thinking about for quite some time. So I planned to have I planned to have the session as a book, but later on decided to have this as a talk to first introduce what idea I have. Then maybe we can have discussions with interesting people. Maybe if not during this DebCon, maybe later. So yeah, to coming back to the idea of summer with Debian is just the name is just what do you call teas which we can rely on, and then Debian Academy. So these are some teams I have like thought about collaborating with, but I think these are not, we should not limit to this. We have more teams to collaborate with. So if you ask me what will be the structure of the program, as I mentioned with the free software camp, there will be some initial sessions and a contribution period of at least 2 months after the 2 or 3 months after the initial sessions. The initial sessions, in my idea, should focus on Debian philosophy, Debian procedures, Debian contributions in different contribution areas in Debian, and all specifics to Debian. We don't have a lot of orientation programs on Debian or talks like this happening outside of, say, DebConf or even DebCamp. So this might be a good opportunity to have more people to understand details more in depth about what Debian is and how it works. So yeah, when the question is why is this important, I would say the most important point is that this is a tailor-made program. Tailor-made in the sense we can customize it to what Debian needs. The outreachy program, GSOC program, etc. are happening for quite some time, but the issue is like Debian might not like it's not Debian might not completely agree with or completely want the program to happen in such a way. So, but we don't, as a part of that program, we tend to fall into what they require us to do. But if when we have this program tailor-made, we can have it according to the requirements of Debian. And then another thing is that we focus specifically on Debian, and due to this, also one thing is we have mentees who turn up for this camp might be more specifically interested in Debian. That makes it like if the mentees are specifically interested in Debian, in my opinion, the chances of retaining them is much more than having people randomly selecting Debian as a project in GSOC or Outreachy, etc. Uh, so to start the program, what we need, I would say first to start the program, we need a team, people who are interested to do the organizing stuff, the coordinating stuff. That is the first thing we need to have. At least, like, I don't think we need a very team. Maybe a couple of 3, 4 people should be enough for the starting. But we need that. And after this talk, like we can have interactions. And after that, those who are interested to be part of this idea taking forward, please contact me. We can have it happening. Yeah, then another important factor is mentors. I strongly believe that Debian community has uh, quite enough people interested to mentor new people to contribute to Debian. We can utilize their expertise and their interest to have people have make this program happen. So this is just a short intro. We can have a question. I want to make this session more interactive. So please, shall we have some questions?
Yeah, so far we have some comments in our Etherpad. So yeah, people were suggesting Debian Academy collaboration with Debian Academy would be a good idea, as already said in the talk. And yes, target groups would be Debian users who are curious about how things are all made, who want to look behind the curtain in a nice way and probably find out how they could be part of the game themselves. Yeah, Paulo says it's a great initiative. Yeah, Shruti, do you want to take the question about the money involved, like paying students?
Okay. I specifically mentioned in my talk description that I do not want to address this question in this talk now, but I forgot to add in my presentation. I know money part of the internship is a very important factor to discuss, but I don't want it to be the first point to be discussed. What happens is that if we focus on that point, we might have a long discussion and on that, and we end up losing on the ideas that we get for the program outside of it. Like, I'm not for or against paying the money, but what I am saying is that we need to have first form a team interested in this to make this thing happen. Then we can think about if you want to uh, pay like once the structure is formed, once the idea is formed, then we can have uh, the discussion about the payment. Are we paying? Are we not paying? If we are paying, how are we paying? All these things needs a special discussion happening. I don't want to club both of these together. What I have now in mind is that to get people who are interested in having these to fabric with this idea and take it forward, and then once this is happening, like once the things have moved a bit forward, we can bring up the discussions of the money and how to, when to, if not to what, all those things we can discuss later.
Yeah, even I would say that it shouldn't be a hurdle to discuss the idea. Like, it's just a draft. So there are some more questions in the pad, and Betten asks, is the plan to have the SAC months in real life or online, or a hybrid where people meet each other in both in real life and over a video chat? Shruti, over to you.
Yeah. So what we had in mind was an online thing, but having a hybrid version would be good. I wouldn't say that it's not practical to have people stay at one place for 2-3 months for this camp. That's not a feasible thing, but what we can do is that have like 2 weeks or something kind of a final meeting or something. And in addition to that, we should have this online sessions, video sessions, and online mentoring as in other mentoring programs. And we can have a shorter period where everyone come together and spend time, interact, and get to know. Maybe the dev camp would it's just an idea. Like I just putting it now. Like we can have it something in collaboration, like in connection with DebConf, as in like the group can come together sometime like a couple of weeks before DebConf at the place where the DebConf is happening. Have camp there, have the activities there, and later attend the DebConf. And I think that would be the hybrid version would be good. But if that is not feasible with the current situation, we don't know when that meeting in person and spending time would be feasible. So we can go, if that's not possible, online.
Okay, yeah, the comments have been made like, if this is timed right, we can fly the mentees to DebConf each year and make them part of the Deb camp in person. So to see each other, yeah, hopefully. So ASD asks, is the summer with Debian less of self-paced, self-driven and learning and more of peer team mentor learning thing? Like, is it self-learning or we have to be structured for that?
Self-learning. 1 second. I think
Is
I.
self-paced. He's asking if it should be on
Okay,
their own.
self-paced. Yeah, it should be self-paced. Like, I don't think we should have strict cutoff. Like after this 1 month, you should have done 10 packages, or you should have done this many translations, or something like that. It should be self-paced. But what we should be looking forward to is the interest of the person in contributing. Maybe if that person is interested in contributing, but it's a bit slow in catching up, I think we should accommodate that. I wouldn't say this is as what you call strict training program. After like 3 months, you get fully trained Debian contributor or something.
Shruti, your voice is breaking up. Okay. I guess we. Shruti, can you hear me? Okay, like we'll wait for her, see if she can rejoin. Yeah, please bear with us.
But
Yeah, Shruti, we couldn't hear you for a bit. Like, yeah, we can see you now. Yes, but you're muted.
okay, sorry, I got disconnected. Yeah, so I don't know if my answer.
Oh, there has been some network issues. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, Shruti, do you want to just now? Like, Shruti, can you hear? Okay.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my net keeps dropping off. Okay, so was my last question audible? Answer audible?
No, like we got disconnected before, like when you are discussing.
Okay, so what I was saying is that I would focus on having things at self-paced rather than having this as a strict training camp or something. Uh, we can have that a goal should not be to have contributors after for full trained contributors after the 3 months, but focus should be on people contributing and retention. What we can do to retain those contributors.
Yeah, but I believe that having a structure would make the
Yeah,
retention better.
structure would be there. What I'm saying is that it should not be like if this is not done within 1 month, you are out of the program or something.
Yeah, yeah,
There
we
will
shall
be
not
a
be.
structure. Yeah, there will be a structure, but structure can still go on self-paced mode, right?
Yes.
Like it can take some time, but that also depends on the mentors. Uh, but we will have to, like, if that mentor is not able to take it forward, we might have to have backup mentors as well. Those things we need to discuss it once we have a team together. We had a lot of discussions for the free software camp before it happened. Like the Sahil and Anupa here, they were part of the organizing. Sahil is part of this year's team. Last year, Anupa was there organizing. So it like we put in a lot of hours of planning before that happened. So this is necessary here also. First thing is like what I look outcome of this talk, what I look forward is to get some people interested to join me in having the taking this idea forward and having the discussion happen, like having keeping the discussion happening, and in future we can have the whole planned out structure and also, yeah.
Yes. So there is another question from Downfield, that any tips or suggestions on location? Where would these sessions be held? That is physically or virtually? How could others follow similar models?
The idea is to have it virtually. Virtually is the primary model, and as I mentioned earlier, we can have an hybrid thing, as in we can try to have a couple of weeks getting together to work during the DebConf or something. I think this something like having a camp during Deb camp for newbies was an idea Molly was discussing some time back, and Molly and I had planned to have this camp, this Deb camp, but somehow that didn't happen. But what I was thinking is like this summer with Debian can have. Lead to such a camp during depth camp or pre-depth camp even.
Uh, yeah, that would be a good time. And yeah, we have another question. Is the idea kind of like NM, which matches people to an AM from an available pool? So there would be a pool of mentors, then a mentee pops up for the summer and they can find one-to-one mentor. Like,
Um that we can see based on like how many mentees and how many uh, mentors are there, but at least what we can do is that even if it's not 1:1, we can try to ensure that all those people interested, all those mentees are getting directed to what to do and how to do. And if not 1:1, we can have mentors guiding them at least. If I don't think that will happen, I know we have a lot of mentoring pool, means mentors available. So even in the last resort, if it's not 1:1, we can still have 1:2 or 1:3 or something. Yeah, I think that should be doable.
Okay. So yeah, depends on, there is comment following it. Depends on number of mentees / mentors. Yeah, true. And Tercero says that I just participated in a similar program in Brazil called Big Open Source Sibling, and it worked very similarly to what you described. So yeah, this has worked out for us as well as part of the free software camp. So yes, thanks for sharing that. And there is another question. Did you have ideas on student / mentee candidate pool? Where or how to encourage interested people? That's the question. Yeah, later for the
Okay.
mentor
Yeah.
pool.
I don't think I have thought about a direct like mentee pool or something. Uh, I like we can, if we are Debian as a project attracts a lot of new people. Uh, so like if we and Debian as a project announce some program like this, I don't think we will have difficulty in finding uh, mentees. So that is like exactly where to publish and whom to focus on, that we might need to discuss later. But I don't think if Debian publishes such a program, we will have shortage of people, even if we are not providing any internship stipends. I don't think Debian will have any problem finding people interested. There are a lot of like people interested, but they don't know where to start and how to start. So
Okay,
I
so
don't
there
think
is a
that should
follow-up.
be a problem.
Yeah, there is a follow-up to that question, that is there going to be any difference in the people willing to do this rather than example outreachy? Like, is there a current place for potential mentors to raise hands, or is that part of the team formation?
One second. Is there going to be any difference in people willing to do this rather than? Uh, right now, I don't have like, if potential mentors, I would like to collect right now if people are interested to share, have their interest expressed out. Right now, I'm ready to collect. But maybe after the whole structure is formulated, we might put out a formal call for mentors thing and call for projects, and somewhat similar to outreachy, but we might end up customizing a lot of that as well. It all depends on like the team that forms, right, for the organizing thing. Uh, this is what I and like Anupa and Sahil, we like Praveen, etc. We had for the camp. These are the ideas that I got from there. But when new people join me, their ideas would be different. They more perspective would come, and as a result, the final structure and output or all these things might differ. So yeah, call for mentors, we can have it after the formal call will happen after the whole structure. But I would be more than happy to collect people names of like people who are interested to mentor right away.
Yeah, we already got 2 mentors. Like, people are signing up already.
Wow. Yeah, I'm confident. I was confident when I came up with this idea that we have people interested to do the mentoring, but we need somebody something to like do the organization part. That is where we might need some more contribute, more people volunteering. I'm more than happy to have the people happy, I'm happy that people are expressing their interest in mentoring right away. So yeah.
Yeah, about the team formation, a comment is being made. Like this talk wants to gather group of interested mentors right now after an initial group has formed, a wider call for mentors. Yeah, that would be, that's our plan as well. So
Okay,
from
I
the
think there
previous
was one
question,
question. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I
from
was.
the previous question, like there is an addition, like is the intent to steer new users directly towards Debian contributions, or would these be already experienced Debian users?
I don't think we need to have a discrimination and not separation as new Debian user or experienced Debian user. What I think we need is that people interested to contribute. Uh, so if a new user is interested to contribute, they can directly uh, be part of this thing and do the contribution. Or if it's the person is an experienced Debian user, they can still be contributing. So I don't think there is much difference. Anyway, if the user is new, we would be having some orientation sessions, as I mentioned earlier, specifically for this thing. Specifically for focusing on the Debian functions, etc. If the person is well aware of these things, they can directly move on to other aspects.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like they might skip the basic sessions. That's all.
So we are getting more people joining the team. So far 4
So
people
I'm
joined.
happy to have.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's saying I'm happy to interested in contributing. Okay, we have contributors also. So yeah.
Yeah.
So anything else? I don't know if there are any questions on IRC. I haven't.
Yeah, I'm checking there as well, but so far,
Okay.
yeah. So let's see if there are more questions on the pad.
Are there? Okay. Who is interested in contributing? Please contact me. Even if the camp is not happening, we need not people interested in contributing need not wait for this summer with Debian to happen to contribute. Uh, do contact me, or some people some people have expressed their interest in mentoring. I don't know if they are happy to be contacted now, but anyway, I am open to contact. One second, I'll share my contact details right now. There is some share to. Okay. So this is my contact details. You can reach me through mail, IRC, or metrics. I'll be more than happy to help anyone out contributing even right now, or people who are interested to be part of this camp. I'll be more than I'm looking forward to people uh, interested to be part of the coordinating team.
Yeah,
Anything else?
one person said that is interested in contributing. So yeah, like about the coordinating team, like you can add your name here.
Okay, somebody asked me where am I. Okay, okay, the conversation is happening there. Okay, fine. Somebody is already.
Yeah, the conversation is happening on the Etherpad.
Okay. Okay, so who is that person who said he's interested in contributing? Okay, fine.
Yeah, from Italy.
Anything
So
else you would like to? So I think we don't have any questions. Uh, I would just like, I don't know if you want to like Sahil or Anupa, if you want to like share some thoughts based on your experience at the Free Software Camp last year.
sure, I would love to, because from my experience, like having a mentor where you can ask for help, like if someone really wants to contribute and don't know where to start from, like it will be really helpful to have a partner, like how to contribute and how to interact with people, like people who are a bit introvert or like don't know how to interact with people outside their own comfort zone. Like they might find it a bit of uneasiness to interact with the wider community first. So it will be really helpful to have a person who they can interact directly with. So then slowly we can gather, means we can get them into the bigger community. So that was the plan we had when we started the free software camp. So have the smaller groups first and then integrating it to the bigger group. So that really worked out, and our small part of the community that we are from, like we could really get more people so that they started contributing towards other several free software projects as well as Debian. So last year when we were planning for mini DebConf India, this was kind of our hope that more people will be coming to Debian community as well. So yeah, we got many people from the free software camp as well, and so some of them are still retaining. So like we can say that there have been a certain like some people weren't continuing with the camp at the final session, but those who retained are really into the free software community and free software philosophy. So yeah, we can kind of make sure that this will be pretty useful for those who really want to contribute to Debian. And yeah, Sahil, as part of the free software community and as well as the free software camp, would you like to say something?
Like first, there is a comment, I think, on the pad. If you
Yeah,
could
Okay.
take that.
yeah, I think there's a comment. I think they haven't completed typing it, but I think it's,
Yeah.
let's be honest, someone trying to get into packaging is going to be overwhelmed with the amount of information online. Uh, I have found it much more productive example. Okay, I agree. There are different teams, and there are different reference manuals. There are different guides. So that is one of the reasons I say we should like go for this a structured camp kind of thing, where we point people to relevant things and they can get back to us when they have any issues. Yeah, there is another comment by
Yeah, there is
Praveen.
something. Praveen says that we try to give new people tutorial with simple packages. Like they start with simple packages and they can move ahead based on their
Yeah,
level.
like when the contribution is just based on the documents already out on the web, the problem is there are like as Emma mentioned, there are n number of guides and n number of there are a lot of information which might confuse a newcomer. So maybe a structured orientation might help, or like the approach Praveen mentioned, like doing simple packages, etc.
Yes, Praveen shared the link which is used for the free software camp. And yes, there are some lists mentioned here as well. So those who would like to start contributing, you can get help from the links which is mentioned already. Like the person who asked, like the said that is interested in contributing, like the links were shared like to the Debian Italian group. So you can subscribe to the mailing list and be in touch with them. So there is also the Debian women. So the mention is why women should have have that
I
list.
can answer that earlier, like I think in the early 2000s, I'm not sure about the year. This was a group formed to have more women contributing to Debian. Now, more or less, that isn't very active. But the history is that when that Debian women group team was formed, there were hardly like less than 10 Debian developers, but they did a lot of activities. And like in some years, the numbers doubled and tripled. I don't know exactly the statistics, but that is the history. But somehow it is kind of dormant now. That we should agree. But now we have Debian diversity team instead. But though we have planned a lot of things, I don't believe that we have it a mentorship program, like mentoring activities happening behind on with the Debian diversity team. As of now, there are plans, but haven't happened yet anything.
Yeah, from my side, I would say that like having a group or having a community is not that bad either, because like from India, Shruti is the only Debian developer we have had so far. So getting some more people in the like,
Woman, we have. I'm not the only Debian
yeah,
developer.
only
Woman
the only Debian developer woman from India. So yeah, it shouldn't hurt. And AST says, I believe women shouldn't be treated differently either, but world over we see that women are being treated differently. True. So I just believe that everyone should be treated equal. Yes, if we were being treated equal, like we shouldn't be forming these groups. Sahilasta says, giving a support group isn't bad. We want more of everyone. Yes, indeed. Yes, a support group is okay, but for everyone who needs support, definitely we are offering support to everyone. We are not denying that another
thanks
person.
so much for the.
Yeah, thank you. So, like, are we?
Everyone for the good discussion about the summer with Debian idea, and hope the event will go on good in the future.
Okay, thank you.